everybody. Okay, Bold was awesome today. Whew. Okay, so let's see. Well, okay, we started with Grace being in Liam's house or the Spencer estate, and she was gonna spill her guts about the truth about the missed or the non-diagnosed really and everything, right? Okay, but also a sub story or plot B is Lee and Luna and Sheila. Really, Lee and Sheila, but concerning Luna, about how she had wanted to know where Luna's remains were, and of course, they aren't because Luna is still alive, although she's been comatose for at least a week now. And so, yeah, she's been in a hospital bed with all the machinery for at least a week now. And so, what gave her away was Lee and Sheila. I talked about this in my last video, which I did earlier today. But Lee and Sheila collided, therefore causing all the medications that Lee was holding to fall down. And then Sheila picked up a bottle and I guess read the label. You know how they're supposed to have your name and the dosage and all that stuff, right? So she kind of put together what's happening, but she went to where Lee is. And Lee did something funky because, okay, so imagine it. Lee is in the house, but Sheila's outside. So Sheila knocks on the door, and Lee opens it a crack like this, and you can barely see her face because she knows if she really opens the door, it's going to reveal the bed and Luna in it, obviously, right? Okay, so you want to talk about a weird scene. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think anything was revealed per se, but Sheila's on the track. And I've seen Sheila with stuff when she doesn't know anything yet, but then she finds out. She's like a dog with a bone. Okay, so she's not giving up. Um, okay, so I saved the best story for last because oh my god. Okay, so Grace Buckingham is in the house, and Finn is by her side. And you know what's ironic here is that Liam and Hope at first are praising Dr. Buckingham. You're a miracle worker. You really saved Liam's life, and going on and on and on. Right? So finally, Finn says, "Okay, hold on, but you have to know something." And they're like, "Okay, what?" So then Dr. Buckingham finally spills her guts and says that, you know, I you didn't really have a tumor and you didn't really need the surgery and all the stuff and you're fine and everything. So okay. So then but imagine it like really dramatic, crying the whole bit. I can't do it on camera. I mean, I've done it to where, well, I've been kind of crying on camera before, but I can't do it on cue. Okay? So she says this, and they're both shocked. They're like, what? And then it registers what she said, and they're both like, I can't believe it. Are you kidding me? Like, you made me think I had an illness and I didn't. And then the coup de grace. Okay, so you're going to have to go back in your memory bank a little bit. Okay? Remember when Liam was taking those pills. And I said, why is Liam taking medication if he's going to be terminal? Because it makes no sense. And I, like a dummy, thought it was part of the cure or something, right? Okay, no, but hold on to something, because the pills made him have the symptoms of having the tumor, okay? Yeah, the pills gave him the symptoms to mimic the illness. And then you couple that with Grace doctored, pun intended, the scans to make it appear like he had the brain tumor. So bada bing, bada boom, you got a thing, right? Okay, so Liam is pissed off. And like I said, Scott Clifton still has a bandage around his head. Can you take the bandage off? He's supposed to be cured by now. Could you take the bandage off? Okay, anyway, sorry, that's an aside. It gets on my nerves. Because Scott Clifton is hot, okay? And he's got nice hair. And all you see is bandage. Okay. So they're both pissed off because Liam is like, you took months off my life that I could have spent with my girls, and you gave me all this agony and stuff from an illness I didn't have. Okay, so that's Matt, right? Annika Noel, oh, she gets a star for the week, I swear to God. Okay, not only do I like her anyway, but her acting and everything was on point. She was so pissed off. She was like, what? Excuse me? You really did that? I can't believe you did that to somebody. And what your ex-husband did. And now what you did. And you're on the same plane as your ex-husband. And yeah. And I'm like, oh, she's letting her have it. Okay, so I thought it was going to be a verbal lashing, right? Okay, which would have been good. And it was good. Okay, but then the coup de grace was Grace standing there, and Annika Noel Hope is standing like right beside her, close enough to be able to physically touch her if she wants. Okay, so hold on to something. She literally slaps her. Like, I'm sitting there and I'm listening to the dialogue, and then the slap happens, and I'm like, oh my God, wow. And then my initial thought is, I never knew Hope could slap somebody. Okay, I should have put the disclaimer, but people, everybody, do not resort to physical violence, okay? Don't. But you have to understand, this is a character who never does anything, never says a word, really. Like, she has been, I can't even describe it. Like, okay, she has been screwed with to the nth degree on multiple occasions. And yet she never gets to a crossword. She always forgives people. And she always does the ultimate thing, which is she apologizes for how she feels. That is Hope's character. So to see Hope do that is like, oh my God, a win. I've never been so happy. I'm sorry. I've never been so happy in my life. Because Grace was asking for it. And then, of course, she tries to finish with, I'm so sorry. And then Finn says, and then she says, I'm going to turn myself into the police. And, and Finn says, I'm going to drive her. Whew. That was a moment. That was the payoff that I wanted for months now. Okay, because it answered everything and good won over. There you go. You have everything you want in soap opera in under 30 minutes. Oh man. Okay, this is gonna be one for the books. Okay. Bye everybody. Have a good weekend.